Good day, students. Welcome to our online learning discussion. This is our subject, English as a Second Language, and your teacher here, Miss Michelle Joy. Class, before we proceed with our discussion for this week, let's have a short recap of the last topics that we have discussed before midterm assessment. The first one is question. What is question? A question asks the reader something. It begins with a question word. An example of a question, what color is the dog? The second topic that we have discussed is about question words. These are examples of question words. We have here who, whose, what, how, when, which, where, and why. Who talks about a person. Whose, it means the owner of the thing. What, about things, about animals, about a person or place. How, we are talking about the way. When, we are talking about time. Which, we have to choose. Where, we are talking about place. And why, we are asking about reasons. Class, let us discuss about the objectives of the lesson for this week. Students must be able to know what a proverb is. So this week, we are going to talk about proverb. Class, our topic for this week is about proverbs. And these are the words to learn. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and speaking skills even if you're at home. Proverb. Quote. Life. Advice. Lifestyle. Now let's discuss these 5 words one by one so later on you will have a better understanding of our topic for this week. What are proverbs? Proverbs, a simple saying, popularly known and repeated, expresses a truth. The second word is quote. Quote means to cite as a passage from some author, to name, repeat, or adduce as a passage from an author or speaker by way of authority or illustration, as to quote a passage from Homer. So class, another term for a quote is a passage or a saying. The third word is life. Life is a noun. It is a gift you only get once to enjoy because we are talking about proverb and proverb is connected to our lives. The fourth word is advice. What do you mean by advice? It is an opinion or a suggestion about what somebody should do in a particular situation. Usually, advice is given to us by people who are close to us or people who know more about us. The last word is lifestyle. What is a lifestyle? Lifestyle is a way of living that reflects a person's values and attitudes. For example, we have a spiritual lifestyle. If an individual enhances their spiritual life on a regular basis, becoming a teacher, what do teachers value? So class, these are the 5 words that are connected with our topic for this week. Let us read again. Number 1, proverb. Number 2, quote. Number 3, life. Number 4, advice. And number 5, lifestyle.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone. Welcome to Learn Thai with Mod with me, Prepare. This lesson, I have a Thai proverbs and idioms to share with you. And those proverbs and idioms also have some similar meaning or saying in English. So let's have a look. What are they? The first one is แมวไม่อยู่หนูร่าเริงแมวไม่อยู่หนูร่าเริง So this phrase translate to English would be when cats away the mice will play. So the first one แมว is cat ไม่อยู่ is when you away or you're not here and หนู is mouse ร่าเริง this is an adjective for high spirits or cheerful. So in Thai we say แมวไม่อยู่หนูร่าเริง Alright, and number 2 is kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So in Thai we say ยิงปืนนัดเดียวได้นก2 ตัวยิงปืนนัดเดียวได้นก2 ตัว So in Thai ยิง is to shoot and ปืน is gun. So นัดเดียว นัด is the classifier for the bullet. So when you just like shoot 1 bullet and you can kill 2 birds. And of course bird in Thai is นก and 2 birds is นก2 ตัว Remember ตัว is a classifier for animal. Alright. And number 3 is จับปลา2 มือจับปลา2 มือ So in English is to eat 1 cake and half is 2. So basically when you want to do not to do, usually we explain when you want to have 2 things in the same time. Could be when you date someone, like you have 2 girls in the same time or 2 guys in the same time. So we can say จับปลา2 มือ Alright, number 4 is หนีเสือปะจระเข้หนีเสือปะจระเข้ So this phrase in English is between the devil and the deep blue sea. So let me explain this. So หนีเสือปะจระเข้ is when you try to run away or get away from some bad situation and then you just face to the worst situation. So in Thai we say หนีเสือปะจระเข้ So หนี is to run away. เสือ rising tone, that is tiger. ปะ is the old word, so we don't usually use a lot anymore, but ปะ is like to meet or to face to something. And จระเข้ is a crocodile. So basically like you try to run away from the tiger and then you just meet the crocodile. So it's even worse. So in Thai we say หนีเสือปะจระเข้ And then the next one is don't judge a book by its cover. So don't judge a book by its cover. In Thai we say อย่าตัดสินคนจากภายนอกอย่าตัดสินคนจากภายนอก So อย่า is don't ตัดสิน is to judge and คน of course people, right? จากภายนอก so จาก is from ภายนอก is mean outside. So basically it's like don't judge someone from how they look, from outside. Okay. Alright, and the next one is ได้อย่างเสียอย่างได้อย่างเสียอย่าง This phrase translate to English would be you cannot have your cake and eat it too. So basically, when you get one thing, you might have to lose one thing. So in Thai we say ได้อย่างเสียอย่าง For example, like you get a better job with better salary, but the office will be far compared to the previous job. So you get better money, but you have to travel longer. So in Thai we say ได้อย่างเสียอย่าง Alright, and next one we have กันไว้ดีกว่าแก้กันไว้ดีกว่าแก้ So in English would be prevention is better than the cure. So better you just protect or do the prevention before something get worse and then you have to fix it, like when problems happen. So in Thai we say กันไว้ดีกว่าแก้ Alright, and next one we have ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดังตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง So that means it takes two to make a quarrel so ตบมือ this is a phrase when you clap your hands because มือ is hand right ข้าง is a side so ข้างเดียว like a single side and ไม่ดัง so ดัง is loud so basically when you clap your hands one side it won't make any noise or it won't be loud so it takes two to make a quarrel so in Thai we say ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง alright and next one we have this one we quite use a lot หัวเราะทีหลังดังกว่าหัวเราะทีหลังดังกว่า so this phrase is he who laughs best laugh last so หัวเราะ is to laugh ทีหลัง is later ดัง is loud ดังกว่า louder alright and the last one is รำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลองรำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง so this phrase is a bad workman always blames his tools so ram is when you do Thai dancing this is we say ram and โทษis to blame so รำไม่ดี when you do a bad Thai dancing โทษ so you blame on what โทษปี่โทษกลอง so ปี่ is a Thai instrument is similar to like a flute so in Thai we say ปี่ and then กลอง is drums so when you do bad dancing just blame it on the drums or you blame it on the instrument you don't blame yourself so in Thai we say รำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง
Proverbs. What are proverbs? Proverbs. Proverbs are wise sayings. They usually are popular and memorable. Class, when you say popular and memorable, many people know about this saying, and many people follow this saying. Example, all's well that ends well. Proverbs are wise sayings. They usually are short and to the point. Example, practice makes perfect. Yes, class, if we practice, of course, it will lead to us to be perfect. It will lead to perfection. But yes, nobody is perfect, but at least you get to give your best. Proverbs. Proverbs are wise sayings. They usually provide wise advice. Example, slow but sure wins the race. Proverbs contain simple truths from experience over the years. Example, honesty is the best policy. Now class, let us read more about Proverbs. They can give advice or help to teach a lesson. Like for example, look before you leap. Another one, they are short, well-known expressions that state a general truth or give advice. Example, don't judge a book by its cover. Proverbs. They are one sentence in length, passed down from generation to generation, and are often passed on orally. When you say often passed on orally, class, by the word of mouth. Class, let us read some examples of proverbs. We have here the first one, first come, first serve, meaning people who ask for something first will be the ones who get it. Like for example, class, you are standing on a queue. Of course, if you are the first person in line, meaning you will be the first one to be taken care of. Number two, better late than never, meaning it is better to do things late than not doing it. Like I always tell you when I give you homework or activities to do, it is better for you to do it later than not do it, because even if you are late, you can still get a score. But if you don't do it at all, you will never get a score. Let's continue with another examples of Proverbs. A stitch in time saves nine. This proverb, we always hear it in our school. It means it is better to spend a little time to deal with problems straight away. If you keep waiting, things can only get worse. That's why if you have problems, you have to think of the best solution, do it, and then move forward or move on with your life. Another example here, practice makes perfect, meaning the more you practice, the better you become. It doesn't mean you will be perfect, but it means you will be better. Let's continue with more examples of Proverbs. We have here, two heads are better than one, meaning some problems might be solved more easily by two people working together than by one person working alone. Because class, if you seek help, especially those people whom you trust, they will give you the best advice and you can do it better. Next, many hands make light work. This one too, we have this one in our school. It means the more there are people to help, the lighter work is. That's why class, if more people is trying to help you, just accept it because it means your problem will be solved right away. Now class, it's time for me to give you an activity about proverb. Again, a proverb is a short saying that expresses a general truth. And for your activity this week, you are going to complete each proverb with words from the box. These are the words: honesty, place, well, chain, eat, shoe. You can always open your dictionary or you can always Google them so that you will get the correct answer. Or if you have any question, you can send me a message in our Google Classroom account, or you can send me a message and call me directly in my personal line account. So these are the sentences. Number one, if a job is worth doing, it is worth doing blank. There's no blank like home. Blank is the best policy. A blank is only as strong as its weakest link. If the blank fits, wear it. You are what you blank. Good luck! Class, it's time for us to say goodbye. Again, if you have any question, you can always ask me through our Google Classroom account, or you can always send me a message, or you can even call me in my personal line account. Please stay safe, everyone, and don't go out of your house if you don't need to. Goodbye!